Is marriage the goal or is happiness the goal?
Now, I think happiness is the goal. I don't think marriage is the goal. Banyana baka, please have your own things. Have your own money. Have your own assets. Have your own everything, because you cannot depend on anyone for anything. I'm so sorry. Yes, you can have your boyfriends or your husbands or your wives who are going to be providing for you and whatnot, but please,
This marriage chat is amazing, because now the question is, can you actually love someone forever?
Ooh.
A lot of men are doing husband duty, not even husband duties. These are just men duties in general. You know what I'm saying? And then on the women's side, it's like, I'm not gonna do it. You're not mine.
I'm not gonna wash your clothes for you.
Wash.
Mari want me to buy you an extra eyelash.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like we're here and they're here.
With love, you actively have to choose. At that point, I'm going to love you in all your seasons. Good, bad, ugly, I don't care.
Yeah, because
but
love never dies.
Yeah. I might not like you on a certain day, but I'm going to love you.
I think a lot of the times people, when they think of the idea of a relationship or marriage, they're looking at the romance, the lovely stuff, how it makes you feel, the cuddling, but no one really talks about the mental strain and focus, even concentration and like wholeness in yourself you need to have to sustain and be in a relationship. It's a lot, guys.
So many women who are single moms right now, they will tell in the comment section, like, I don't love that brew. I don't love that brew, bro. I don't love, like, listen, you can be cordial, you can be cool and be chilled with your baby daddy, but you don't have to love them. The baby is just proof that you guys did not pull out. That's just what the baby is. Why is it that I'm the only one who's supposed to give you money? Kantuena, what do you do with your money? Yes, I understand I'm supposed to primarily provide.
But even, I'm not even like speaking about like finances. Or
in general.
The little things. You know when they say that it's the little things that matter?
Because they think coochie is enough.
Ooh.
Some of them do.
Some. What's good, up close friends? Welcome to another episode of the podcast.
Welcome.
It's your girl Palesalegodi, also known as Sister Rabana, also known as
DJ Caesar. Aksana.
I thought you were not gonna do it. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm
so proud of you.
Ngite Agusana. I say echo.
But you still.
No, this is the last time you hear me say that.
This is the last time you go.
I have this on record.
Oh,
Is there a reason?
I don't know. Should I? No, I don't have a reason.
This doesn't even sound like that.
Guys, it doesn't. We talk about this all the time.
It
Please
does.
introduce yourselves and leave
does.
scissoring out of this.
I would have scissoring, like, if you both have a lot of pubic hair, doesn't it just kiss?
It starts a fire.
Oh.
Yeah?
Mlilo.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Pdjokes, and back again with another dope episode of the podcast. Intro yami le ngivana abantu bambahle. One of these two got some this morning. I don't know who, but whoever speaks next.
Hi, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
Hey.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Des.
Yes, Des. We know you got
What
some.
happened to your intro?
I couldn't get it out because now after him
It's
saying
your
I got
boyfriend's favorite baby daddy.
your mama's favorite boyfriend and your girlfriend's baby daddy. I am Desley.
Desley.
How's everyone doing today?
It's cold, bruh. It's cold.
Not
It's not that cold. What's wrong?
guys. Yeah, you know when you're a content creator / influencer and you see other people go to Durban July while you were here in Bramfontein.
Hey, the FOMO, bruh.
The FOMO, I didn't feel it until I saw the videos and outfits. I'm like, damn.
My For You page,
I think
bro.
you would have killed it.
Pogat, yes, Pogat level.
Pogat level.
Standard, man. Come on.
I probably would have. I really probably would have. You feel FOMO?
And I wasn't gonna let him slack, Shem. On whose watch? Because we
I hear that. No,
guys, in fact, let us know. Well, like, would you ever tell your friend if the fit is not fitting?
Yes.
Yes.
How so? You tell them on the way or after or during? Because
before we leave the house.
Yeah, if we're together,
I'll
be like, hey, dog, maybe move this, take that off. I'm not gonna say your outfit is shit.
why not? Aren't we supposed to be true friends?
No, but you can be true, but you can say it in a nice, truthful way.
That is true. Nah, I get it. Obviously, it's different because as girls, we video call each other to say, "Chomi, do I look fine?"
You guys lie to each other.
in the comment section.
Women lie to each other all the time about outfits, and you're always hating on each other's outfits, always hating on how you guys look. Your stomach out to Saka is more out than your stomach.
No. But it's a thing where in a friend group, right, there's always one person that will make sure that everyone else doesn't look better than them. So if you have something off, I won't tell you because I know it makes me look better.
Fully.
Why though?
Hey, dude, friends are weird. Friends, dichomi fedile, guys, honestly.
Wow.
But let's be dichomi and rate some of these outfits.
What outfit? Oh, Durban July.
Yes.
I think for me, maybe it's because my eyes, but Mihlali really look nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mihlali looked
Everyone
stunning.
else was going to a traditional wedding in Limpopo.
You know who?
Because what do you mean, guys? King, Ariti team.
No, man, Mihlali looked stunning.
Mihlali looked amazing, bro.
And
That's
Cyan, I think she looked stunning.
Cyan always looks stunning.
which side? The bougie one.
Yeah.
Away.
No, she looked really good.
Lamise is a goat, my brother.
Lamise, I don't expect anything less from her.
You don't.
Honestly.
You don't.
What a beautiful woman.
Mara, guys, one Sugalusima. The internet needs to chill, like, guys. But okay, now the people in the comments are saying, Sima, Yabona, now you're not helping your case. Because now I'm here sitting here trying to defend you. Me, hey man, wear what you're comfortable in. Mara, to come for Sima just like that. Like their boyfriends and uncles and their husbands who went there to cheat were dressed like cock.
Jeans.
Now you're gonna come for a 20-year-old something Sima who's doing the most at Durban. Sima, defend. If you're not reading the room and then angas, defend. You look nice on Ganam.
She did look nice, but I think like
but
in terms of the theme, like I don't know if it was paying.
The outfit was marvelous.
What a Marvel!
I don't even know what the theme. People said Marvel, and everyone thought superheroes.
No, Marvels of South Africa, in a sense.
Oh, okay.
Like in a sense, like something like we spoke about. What's a girl who did the whole ultra male thing?
Oh, Sarah Langa.
And I think that for me spoke to culture, spoke to theme, and you look nice, simple, not complicated, not a wedding thing that has fake crystals everywhere. Some people look like they are piccolo, like when a shelter like move are we feeding kids?
A lot of that.
Are we feeding kids? And then there's Somizi dressed as a newspaper. Like
no, but actually I saw someone's interpretation of that, Betsy, because Somizi is like a very big name. He's one of the first black queer people to be successful. So I mean, he is a marvel in South Africa.
Mara,
so
he was giving Telisan. Why?
Giving Telisan. Telisan is also a marvel of South
Africa.
It
is exactly
because everyone knows Telisan. You might have,
but Telisan there's no more print.
Jesus Christ, Prince, can you leave?
Why? Why?
You are bored.
No, Mara, guys, the boyfriend is not Durban July. Like, I understand if you are breaking Durban July's virginity as a person, like, we are Tomoyara. Mara, put an effort in how you look because now we are sitting here rating you.
I hear that. I think one of the people that killed it for me is Kagiso, known as my boys on TikTok.
Yeah.
The Jean situation.
With the
I loved
the
that.
blue face.
Yeah.
It's Jean.
Yeah.
Good Durban July?
Yeah, but like it was like not.
No,
it's
not like a jean to jean.
Denim.
Hey, Amara.
The last fashion week that I couldn't attend because I was on tour.
Okay.
They specifically said no denim at SA Fashion Week. So I understand how denim does not fit for every kind of event. But if it was styled well.
Oh no, it was stunning.
I ain't gonna hate.
Yeah, even Spoguhle. Oh, she did the whole, those bags, the
Shangani bags.
Damn, I don't want to say that.
Yeah,
I think
isn't that theme? Because it's a South African marvel. We know that. Yeah.
Oh, guys.
Because lion, like lion printed dresses, like a Mitch Lisivela just be on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like it could have landed. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a young suit with a zambak nyana.
Oh wait. You know
South
who
African
else looked stunning? Guys, why am I forgetting her name? And she's a stunning woman, man. She had a white baby daddy.
How?
She was in Isbaya. I'm forgetting her name, but her dress was basically basket material.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, it looks so stunning. If I remember her name, I will say it. But wow.
Washing basket?
No, man, like woven basket.
Oh,
guys, it was so stunning. I promise you, if you see it, you'll understand.
I'll understand it. So that's a South African Marvel vibe.
I think so. No, like I
guys,
like,
go a little thing lookbook whenever you're dropping Hollywood's Durban to life fits. Lookbook would help people get an idea.
Yeah.
Because lento leyama wedding outfits, guys, because the whole world is looking at what Durban July is all about. We know nobody knows what horse won. Because how
no one cares.
Yeah, the white people do.
Yeah, because they're the ones who own the horses.
Guys, it's like skapa abelung ne, like
high key.
Skapa abelung la emhlabeni.
We're just here as like support characters, honestly.
Because honestly, I'm thinking about it. Like, how many people make money from going to Durban July?
Unless you're with a brand.
Yeah, 100%.
I think a lot of people that go there aren't with a brand. A lot.
They're paying for themselves to get in, just to be like, it's one of those things where, as a public figure, you need to go there.
Fully.
No, I get that. Like,
but also, like, maybe Marquee has an average of like 10 influential people on that specific Marquee, so maybe those are paid. The rest.
Chai.
Also, how much is the ticket to go to the Durban July?
That's a very good question.
How much is it?
Let me see. I'm assuming it's around your.
But what are you paying for entrance?
Yeah. You're paying for entrance, and then the marquees you probably pay to get in those as well.
100%. Because I know fact Durban Rocks you pay to get in there. You can't just rock up.
Yeah,
no pun intended.
No, it's not even a ticket-based thing. It's like an invite thing.
Yeah.
If you've got all your hairline, you are invited.
Oh.
Huh?
I don't know.
Maramong hairline we are at Durban July. We are at Durban July. Oh woman.
No, but I feel like also, guys, Durban July looks like it's nice.
It is vibes. Me, I've attended, like I had form, like they said, how we started the conversation. It's the first year I haven't gone in 5 years. So I was feeling a little bit of FOMO, and I know I could have done better. According to me, I would have done better than your worst, to be fair. Not like themes. Like, I'm a theme type of guy.
Who's your worst from what you've seen?
All the husbands who left their wives at home.
Why are you so pressed about people leaving their
Because husbands went and said, baby, I'm going on a business trip. Jiggy jiggy, mona go FIP yasima. How babu shabalala.
Does it say?
It says here, from what I see, it says here 250 for entrance.
250.
That's general. That's general.
That's like general. I think that's when you're just in the stands. Hey?
That's when you're just walking around past the marquees because you ain't got no chair.
You ain't got nowhere to go.
You ain't got no sit. Like it's
almost then we can go next year, guys.
We can.
Yeah, but you can go. But imagine dressing up for general when no photographer is gonna see you.
And that photographer chat, let's not forget.
And they came for me the other day when I said,
I know.
Hey, me photographers have beef with. And then those ones who responded, I once have beef with.
Yeah.
Because now they came up with excuses. That's the comment section there. In fact, if you commented against what I said, but Asikola, let me explain. Someone said, this one is complaining about being taken pictures of. Who are you?
Yeah.
God damn it, don't you know who I am? Not you should know, but come on, man, come on. We've been in this game for about 5 plus 6 years, bro. We don't act like you don't know who's who. Why are you being this person? And then other photographers like PD, sorry, na link. Like PD, sorry, na link into we understand how you feel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but it's your job to capture moments, not capture people you know.
Yeah.
If you're all under the same roof, my chat is you just have to capture moments. Do not make anybody feel less of a person for being there because you don't know them.
Yeah.
Fine, you don't have to know who I am, but it's your job to know who is there and why they are there. Because same invites, Nali Tembisiete, same invites, Nali Mangmang, Lili Des, or whoever. Same invite, my brother, same recapet.
You see how he said Tembi? This one.
Of course.
Tembi's right, guys. Tembi is just. Hi, Tembi.
Anyway, so
before you go to the topic, can I just ask one important question? How are you, Palesa?
I'm good.
Why are you smiling? Okay.
I'm sorry.
You're saying how are you?
I feel special, Kadal. I'm good. I actually got really beautiful news this morning.
Yeah.
We are pregnant! Not we. I meant to say we to one person.
Mamzo,
she's hiding a pregnancy from you.
That's teenage pregnancy. Okay, honey, I'm 26, but no. No, my friend got engaged, guys.
Oh.
Which friend? The one you forgot to wish happy birthday?
No, not Yondi, no. My friend got engaged, guys. Ugh, man.
Actually, my friend got engaged as well, but like he's like 23 and he's white, so it's like.
I mean, does it matter?
Yeah, it does.
It goes to conversations about Mjolo. Okay, clearly. What did you want to say? Sorry.
No,
wait. There's how are you?
Yes.
I know. I'm thanks.
Yeah, fine.
How are you?
Cheers. I'm good, man. I'm good. Go up, but life is lifing.
Guys, life here goes on, hey.
Yeah.
So, guys, we're introducing like a new situation, right? Because I know you guys are tired of us talking about people
and sex.
So, yeah,
and like scissoring and
and being lesbians and studs. When
skis,
guys, Isola, we were we were playing what's that game, charades. Nitigo Prince. The word on the phone is cherry. Mara cherry. What am I to you? Ati lesbian. Need to know. Ati stud. You know what, Prince? Whatever.
In the midst of the game and the pressure, when you stand up at conferences, PD, what am I?
I said maniti.
Exactly.
So what is that?
Nah, lesbian.
He's not wrong. Honestly, I don't blame
in the
him.
moment, it's when I double back down and I said, I don't know, what am I? I'm like, stud.
Anyway, so we are.
What is with you and yelling in the mic?
And it's a Monday.
I want the editor to have a horrible time. Sorry.
Anyway, so we are introducing like a new segment within the podcast where we will dive deeply into certain situations, which I think are very beautiful topics. And we would love if you guys join the conversation and let us know what you think.
Use your data for something reasonable.
Yes.
Don't use it for...
Even if you don't agree, like, let's actually have a conversation. Don't just like our posts and repost. Say something. Okay? Cool. With that being said, please introduce the topic. The first topic.
Today we're going to be talking about marriage. How? But you are...
You just closed the topic. Next topic.
This guy.
So,
they must know we know where we stand because they're going to be coming for us and say, what would you guys know about marriage? But we have to know something.
None of us are married here.
But we've all had parents that have been married, probably not married, probably divorced.
Yeah.
And
my parents are
just
those two bright.
So just looking at it from like the older generation to now, you have people in your life that are getting engaged. You probably know people that are married. Your brother's married. You know, so it's just that thing of from the influences that we have, what conversation can we have around marriage?
First of all, is marriage still a thing? Is it something that people aspire to do? Because according to my journal from when I was 13, last week Wednesday was when I was supposed to get married.
Fully. I was supposed to get married last year.
I'm a long way to go.
Is marriage the goal or is happiness the goal?
Now, I think happiness is the goal. I don't think marriage is the goal. Because I think a lot of people, marriage isn't a conversation that people are having anymore.
Yeah.
And also with the way people are moving these days, there are no relationships that are lasting.
It's the lesbians.
But I hear that. Like,
you hear that?
no, not the lesbians. I'm just saying about the idea about the relationships is like, already we're struggling to maintain the bare minimum. And now I think in this current generation, divorce is easy. Already no one can commit to a relationship because there's so many options. Now people getting married, they get divorced. Getting married, they get divorced. I know my cousin, he's been married 3 times.
Apparently it's addictive, it's like getting tattoos.
What, getting married?
Married?
Yeah, like I've heard that if you've been married once, chances are you're gonna get married again, even though your logic tells you, since I failed this one, I won't do it again. It's addictive. Apparently, those are people who are really searching for love, and it just didn't work. I guess.
Yeah, guys.
That's the tough one.
Are people getting married for love or for lifestyle? Because every girl has dreamed of wearing a white dress, going down the aisle, having their friends over, celebrate their thing. But to understand that there's a difference between a wedding and a marriage.
That is a very good question, and I don't think people actually understand that there is a difference. Because people, I think, with what you're saying, Vele, people are getting married for the actual
status.
Wedding,
but in terms of the work that comes into making a marriage work, making sure that your partner's good, making sure that you still keep your individuality, I think we're lacking in that sense. And guys, marriage is way different now compared to back then.
Yeah.
I've learned in church, like if you guys have dated, when you get married, nothing changes. The only thing changes is your last names. So whatever the relationship was like prior to the wedding day, nothing should change. You don't just miraculously change and say, okay, since I'm firing I cheat. Like if there were cheating problems prior, they are gonna go out there, but now you are sharing them because in community.
You know what? You ate that.
That's what I'm saying. So I think for me, it's like what I'm noticing with the young people is that they can't even sustain proper dating phases, never mind actual relationships, to get to marriage, because people have got wandering eyes, and women are cheating way more than what they used to in the past, which I don't know who gave you that permission. Maybe Thanos, but
Thanos is crazy.
It's inevitable that we will cheat.
And also with the whole birth of situationships.
Situationships, I think.
I think it's more prevalent now than it was before. Now, guys, we have more situationships than we have relationships. Back then, basically,
no one wants to commit, bro. Like, commitment is tough, because sometimes you would lobola someone, you change their last name, send cows and marry them, but will still let Babum Kiza eat for free. Where now as Mabanda or Mabunda, you are there, you paid everything, and then someone else is just gonna take all your work for absolutely nothing. You know what I'm thinking about? This marriage chat is amazing, because now the question is, can you actually love someone forever?
Oh,
I think you can love. Okay, let me put it like this, right? It's not gonna be the same person forever.
Fully.
Because who you are now, and I think Nolita said this on the girls thing. She said that if you commit to a marriage, I'm loving you for who you are now, who you could be in the next 10 years, who could be in the next 5 years,
Exactly.
So you're not loving someone, you're loving those different phases of them. Because during marriage, a lot of things can happen.
Fully.
You know what I'm saying? You can get sick, you can get broke, you can get really rich.
You can lose a limb.
You can, that.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many phases where you would need to say, okay, I'm choosing to love you here. You're broke. I'm choosing to love you here. You lost a limb. I'm choosing to love you here. So it won't be the same person, but you can. That's the thing. You can't love someone forever.
Do you believe that when you're in a relationship or in any type, whether a relationship or marriage, that you have to love your partner every day?
Yes.
It's not possible.
No, it's possible.
You can't love a person every day, bro.
You can love them, but you might not like them every day.
Yes.
You know
no. Sometimes you don't love your partner, dog. Sometimes.
What do you mean?
No, because honestly, there are days where you just wake up like, today I don't actually love you, and that's okay, because emotions fluctuate.
Okay?
Today one day, Najo, like today I go
That doesn't mean you don't love the person.
No, it means I don't love you today.
No, so maybe you don't like her.
Uskam Foster, get love.
So you're saying now, right?
Yes.
If you're with your partner and today you woke up and you said, no, today I don't love you.
I don't love you like I did yesterday, bro. I just don't love you today.
And then now they hurt themselves. That love is not going to come back.
No, I care for you. It's different.
Or you can care for someone without loving them.
Yes. What do you mean? Care is something else. If you have a good heart, you still put yourself before the person and do what you need to do. But not realistically for me. Maybe you guys can disagree. It's okay. I just think for me, it's impossible to love someone forever.
I think it's possible.
Mjolo wise, longevity wise, yes, you can fight it out, gazelle and everything, but it's okay not to love your partner every day. And sometimes it happens that you don't love them.
I'm so sorry, but Des is right. You can love your partner. This is where the whole choosing this person every day comes in.
Can I challenge you guys? Okay. There's a saying that goes, love never dies. Yes. So nama ex since let me let you love never dies.
The relationship can die. But the love, there's no way.
So you're saying relationships are greater than love?
I'm not saying that.
So what are you saying?
You're actually cooking the wrong statement here.
No.
I'm saying love can outstand a relationship.
Yes.
You could.
But if you love someone,
yes,
you're not gonna leave them.
That's not the case.
Ain't no way.
That's not the case.
So then what are you saying to me?
I'm saying like these things happen all the time. For example, there are people whereby, let's see, it's a baby daddy, baby mama situation, right?
Yeah.
You have made a child with that person. The love exists. And the evidence is within that child. You and the baby daddy might not get along. Things might not be okay.
Does it mean they love each other?
There's no way you can't say you don't love this person if they birth.
I don't love you. You're my ex, bro. I love the baby we have.
You don't love your ex?
No, there's no.
You're lying.
What do you want for to do my ex? I don't love my ex, bro.
You can love your ex and not be with them, and that's okay.
Ask so many women who are single moms right now. They will tell in the comment section, like, I don't love that brew. I don't love that brew, bro. I don't love. Like, listen, you can be cordial, you can be cool, and be chilled with your baby daddy, but you don't have to love them. The baby is just proof that you guys did not pull out. That's just what the baby is.
Okay, Prince. Going back to what you asked about, why the relationships ended.
Yeah,
things end.
So where's the love there? I'm curious about where does love sit there?
I guess if something ends and maybe you still have love for this person, you have to find somewhere to place that love. There's nothing else you can do. You can't force a relationship. You can't force to make things work.
Yeah.
If things end, they end.
This
which
is now
makes or opens up the possibility for something new. And that love that you had for that person will multiply for the next person. And if that ends, re rata o mong.
Palesa and Des, the same way you fall in love, you fall out of love with someone.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You can't love someone forever. You can be with someone forever if you want.
Why are you with someone you don't love?
Eh?
Why are you with someone you don't love?
Because love is not a thing that's 100% all the time, dude.
Because not giving.
Let me use an example. Let's say friendships or family.
Sure.
There are people in our lives that we know they're family and that love is just there. But sometimes you just don't love them. Like there are days where I just don't love Des at all, bro.
I think we're blurring the lines of love and like.
Okay, can we define love? Because clearly love is what keeps people together.
I wanted to say something. You'll get to your point now. I think with what you're saying now about the whole love relationship thing, now it's giving. I'm staying with this person for convenience.
No, I'm out of love with you, so aslugane. We are exes, but I still love you.
There's no need to let this person must.
Yeah, because you can tomorrow.
So now it's convenient for that other person. You're gonna get the same benefits. You just don't feel the same for this person. Now you're letting another child think you're still in love with them. You still like them. But by all the things that they're doing for you, and you don't feel the same.
That's why That's why when we break up, I don't love you no more, bro. Like I can't love you when we're no longer together. Because guess what? The biggest form of love in that situation passed. And let me explain what that form of love is. That's self-love. That's the greatest form of love you can have in a relationship. Number one is self-love. If you do not love yourself, it will be impossible for you to love someone else.
That is very true.
Yeah, I can be in love with you.
That is very true.
But not love you. So, get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So within the confines of marriage, let's not divert because we are deep diving into other topics.
Married people don't love each other, my brother. Yeah? Am I lying? Because there's a lot of married people who don't love each other. Take them into life, for example.
I think it's really about the convenience thing.
To be fair, I hear you guys' points. I was just wanted
to. When you say the convenience of marriage, do you guys mean just when you say, what do you mean by convenience? I think I'm struggling to understand what you guys mean.
So, to his point, convenience in terms of I don't feel the same or I don't love you today, so I'm gonna stay with you because ula. Or maybe I don't want to be the villain in your story, so I'm not going to break up with you. I'm going to wait for you to hate me enough to let go.
Yeah.
Right? Now, other conveniences, this person is in your life, you're not seeing anyone else, the biological clock is running out, you want to get married, you're looking at your timeline of dreams and hopes and what.
Hashtag settling.
Fully. Also, I guess not having the person you actually want to be with.
Yeah.
How now?
How many people are married to people that they don't want to be married to? We had this conversation last week with Nix, right? And I don't think I explained it properly last week. So, because this person is here, Rajola, I don't want to feel like I wasted time. I don't have the energy to get to know other people because let's be honest, we all have that fear of love.
The person doesn't love themselves. I mean, it just boils down to that. You lack self-love.
I guess, yeah.
to be honest with you, Des.
I see that. I had a thought the other day when we decided to...
Was it a baddie?
It was a baddie, yes.
You said the thoughts. Right,
so not thoughts, nigga.
Yeah, didn't see.
But, so one of my friend's mom, right? She married this man when she was 18, fresh out of high school. And this man was like, okay, cool, I'm going to take care of you. Don't worry about it. You don't need to go to school. You don't need to do nothing. You don't need to do nothing. She was living strictly off him. Yeah. Right? Along the line, this man started stealing from work. They fired him from work. Now he doesn't have the money for the house. Now it's affecting the kids. He's drinking. He's being abusive. There was some witchcraft on the side, but now the woman, she was there. She looked at her life and she was like, why did I let this man get me into this marriage when I had nothing to myself? And when he started messing up, it affected the kids. The kids that drop out, XYZ. So I was just
there are women who choose to be housewives as well. That comes with the territory. I'm not saying as a housewife you must just relax and let life pass you and not do anything about yourself. I mean, I genuinely believe that if you love your partner, whether they're housewifing or not, at some point you must, as a man, look at how much you pour into her life. Housewife duties, they seem fun. You're just there at home taking care of the house. But as a human being, you were sent here on this planet for a reason and a purpose. And if you're not pursuing those things, you can't guarantee that this man is going to be here forever. He might steal at work. Maybe stole someone's wife. We don't know what he stole.
Yeah, HIV too.
What?
Yeah. And I legit.
You know what I will say now? Banyana baka, please have your own things. Have your own money. Have your own assets. Have your own everything, because you cannot depend on anyone for anything. I'm so sorry. Yes, you can have your boyfriends or your husbands or your wives who are going to be providing for you and whatnot, but please have something of your own, something that you can fall back on, because in a situation like this, you cannot be upset at him. Unfortunately, I would think I'm kulumela, but you cannot be upset. Okay, maybe you can be upset at the fact that he was stealing. He knew at some point he was going to get caught and it's going to affect the family. But you cannot be upset at someone because of a choice that you made.
So if you're in a marriage and your partner stops growing, do you leave or do you go?
I think you just ensure that.
I mean, to stay, who you leave.
Do you leave or do you?
I caught myself.
I think that comes down to building your partner up with you. You know what I'm saying? Because and that's the thing, is like a lot of people get into marriages where they don't have that safe space to tell their partners out and be like, hey, yo, dude, I see you haven't been pushing, you haven't been doing this, you haven't been doing this. Let's rock, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just leave because your partner's slowing down. Try, by all means, to bring them with you, walk together. That's why you're in each other's lives. Where one selects, the other one picks up. And then you try and move together like this. So that's what I think. Leaving immediately is like, guys. But give it time. If you can see your partner has no drive, then there's trying. Then
there's, for conversations that I've seen, engagements that I've heard online, there are a lot of men out there who have expressed their inputs or their contributions in a woman. No, ke motho sitse a sekolong, ke motho sitse a etsa so, I start a business, and then that woman still cheated. That woman still cheated, and those men are heartbroken, devastated. Most of them, they're like, we as men, we do a lot for women, and sometimes they don't show that gratitude. So what do we say about that? If muna uiste skolong, awetsa everything, mara wa mochitela, when that person has literally contributed to who you are as a person now, and you still just show a little less of gratitude than what you should be. There's a lot of men out there who are complaining and crying about that thing, and also women. There are women who are Bob building men, fully. And
my fighters, I love you guys. Yo,
what's this now?
Bob the builders.
Build me. Are you that guy who's gonna milk a girl?
082 961
6792.
Are you giving your number out?
He wants a Bob the builder.
Oh my goodness, guys, being Bob the builder is not fun.
But
going back to what you just asked, guys, at the end of the day,
okay.
Whether or not you're doing the most for this person or you're doing nothing, at the end of the day, if someone chooses to cheat on you, they will choose to cheat on you. Guys, listen, man, I've been in situations myself where you're pouring into someone and it's like, I think I'm doing enough for this person. So surely this person is going to be faithful to me. Or he's going to choose me. But the reality of the fact is
that's an expectation.
Yes, it is.
That's a you problem.
It's a valid expectation.
It's a you problem.
What, to expect the best from your partner?
No, to expect something from anybody, to be fair.
That's a what?
It's an expectation. This is your expectation.
Human. Do we not all have expectations?
Yeah, so then when it doesn't go the way, just go back to the dictionary and Google what expectation means.
Yes,
it's gonna
obviously, show you. But you know, the concept of leaving room for disappointment, I don't like that.
Why?
No.
Because people will always let you down.
Yeah, that is very true.
It is true. I know that. But living with that mentality, okay, I'll use it in an example like this. Let's say I get into a relationship, right? And expectation but leave room for disappointment mentality kicks in. Nah, I know myself. I'm going to wait for you to do something bad. But the whole time you're doing everything perfectly. So I'm waiting for you to F up so I can be like, yeah, I was right. I don't want that. I don't like that.
You shouldn't say you were right.
It's like you're in a mental prison of negativity. I don't want that.
But a lot of people can't help but have that leave room for disappointment in a relationship because of trauma within relationships.
PTSD,
you know what I'm saying? If you have been cheated on in every relationship you've been in, your expectation is I'm gonna leave this space for him to cheat on me as well.
Yeah.
Just in case, even though I still like this person. And I also think in the society of today, we are adopting other people's traumas as well. Right?
Like our parents, for example.
Yeah. We're saying, for example, guys, I'm gonna give you simple shows like we are Joella 99. Let's say even Joseph Dari's exchanging phones. Even people on TikTok, you see these things, you're consuming this all the time, where people are getting cheated on to the point where psychologically you convince yourself that this can happen to me, or it's going to happen to me. And people aren't aware of that. So now with all these traumas, your own, the ones that you've adopted from other people, your friends, now you're just there when you get into your next relationship. This is what's on your mind. This person might do this. Why is their phone upside down when we're on the date? He's hiding something. Yeah, like why?
Hence, I was saying, good. Sometimes, like it's like, I think for young people out there, like never at any point expect your partner or anybody or Jolana to complete you. Like sometimes you get into relationships wanting this person to complete. Oh, my man completes me. Oh, he's my pillar of strength. Aibu.
Pillar of strength.
Jabu akolatang Mr. Price. Pillar of strength. You get what I'm saying? So for me, I always want to tell people, when you get into a relationship, it's important for you to be in a state of mind where you love yourself, number one. And number two, understand, nobody can complete what God is trying to fulfill.
Amen.
No one can complete you but God, fam.
Yeah.
Nobody. That's why I'm going to relationship.
Yeah.
He makes me feel good. All the butterflies, all the bees, the caterpillars, the moths, whatever that it is that you're feeling, my sister, feel. You're allowed to feel. Feelings are nice, but you need to be complete. If Nagra compliment and Palesa doesn't give me compliments, I should be okay with not receiving them. I expect them as my partner to reassure me, but when you don't get what you expect is when you are opening up that wound of hurt. Like, oh, Maraju, you don't compliment me. No. If God says you are my child, God says you are the head, not the tail, you are above and not beneath. I would even send my son to die for you. Jabu are responding fast. Jabu doesn't respond fast to any text. Jabu does not buy you flowers, but God gives you life. Priorities are not the same.
Mara Prince,
no, bro.
You're right. Mudimu, God first, and everything else follows.
Yes.
Right. But now we're talking about relationships.
Yes.
For example, you're now the complimenting thing. I'm so sorry, but like, if you're not gonna compliment me and it's something that I like, I'm going to tell you. This is something that I like.
And it's okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Communication.
Yeah, but then
if you
now
don't
beef. So what if they don't do it?
I will not bring it up more than.
What if they don't do it? What if they don't compliment you the way you want? So what form of validation are you looking from them? Because I think if you are fooled when yourself, the external factors don't really matter that much. Yeah. Yes, it's something you desire to have in the relationship. But if you know, okay, I'm Desley, and I know I'm kind, and I know I'm loving, and I know I'm doing great. Yes, it's nice when your partner says, you're doing great, you're doing amazing, you're doing that. But you need to carve self, dog. You need to carve self because people will let you down. Even in the Bible. Yeah. God said, if you go through church if you go through something, just know that I've been crucified too. I know this. Do not put your trust in man at any point.
You put a trust in the nigga, stupid hoe.
Hey.
How did we talk about Jesus?
Sorry. Okay. Marriage, I think, we have a lot to say. It's fine. But I want to ask you guys.
Gents, get your bag up. Marry when you know you are good, my brother.
Don't bring someone into your life and then drop them.
Right? And I would never recommend a gent to get married before he has lived by himself. Because there's the thing about boys. From home, straight to varsity. Right?
Yeah.
Straight to varsity. Either you are share, it's a commune, it's a thing. You've never lived by yourself. Then now you're living with a girl. First of all, you don't know who you are without the support structure of a family or a friend or anything. You don't know who you are. You're going to marry that man. Then you're going to be surprised when that man leaves socks on the floor, doesn't do dishes, because he comes from a space where his mom used to do all of that for him. He doesn't know how he doesn't know how he is when he's broke. He doesn't know how he is when he's frustrated. We are experiencing all of that. So make sure that you get yourself, move out of home. You can't now want to move in with a girl into their thighs and you've never lived by yourself. It's advice I'm just giving to young men out there. Also, I now wash my curtains since. I learned. I wash my curtains now.
I was gonna say things like that. This is why there's a couple on TikTok. The girl broke up with the guy over the fact that he doesn't use punctuation marks. So it's stupid things like
She's
this.
She's petty though. But
I just think it was like she was done. You know when you're at that point in a relationship where
You
you're just
see
looking
everything.
for a reason
Yeah.
to break up.
That's so fun.
Like, he didn't use a full stop or something. He's like, hey.
Speaking of marriage, like a recent marriage thing that's going on. It's between what's his actor's name? Actors in Skim Sam Hungani, Ndlovu
And Bianca.
and is it Bianca?
Is it Bianca?
I'm not sure. Can confirm that it is. But it's like, see that for me.
Stefan.
Is her name Stefan?
That's the surname.
Her name?
Keep Bianca.
Check the Hungani Ndlovu and wife. So my thing is, there's a lot of stuff that's coming out about that actual marriage. Kamo girl was addicted to porn. It's allegedly, because I read online, but she was did something to porn, or one person was making more money, one person was making the money. Whatever. If you are young, because most people, they try to find themselves in marriages where else they didn't find themselves when they bought them by themselves. Like, it's important. Like, it's nice to aspire to marry young, settle down, and do the things, but are you sure? This is where I want to be for my whole life. Because one thing about Palesa, right now I could like you and we start trolling and you love Oreos. 6 months down the line, you're not the same Palesa.
Yeah, fully.
Biscuits. Like, you change as a person. If you're not willing to understand people grow, then
with what Des was saying, Jorge, with love, you actively have to choose. At that point, Jorge, I'm going to love you in all your seasons. Good, bad, ugly, I don't care.
Yeah, because love never dies.
You.
Yeah.
I might not like you on a certain day, but I'm going to love you.
I think a lot of the times people, when they think of the idea of a relationship or marriage, they're looking at the romance, the lovely stuff, how it makes you feel, the cuddling. But no one really talks about the mental strain and focus, even concentration and like wholeness in yourself you need to have to sustain and be in a relationship. It's a lot, guys. Remembering that you like compliments, even though I'm not a person that compliments, now I have to restructure my brain to be like, I'm not doing this for me.
Love is selfless. Love is selfless. And God showed us this. He said, if you're willing to die to your own personal desires and self, you are ready to experience what love is like. But love, bro, is unselfish in ways that we like. Jesus did the same things like to me. Kilrata so much that I'm going to give my son to die for you guys. That's love is giving. Love is not saying there and say, I have standards. I need to be heard compliments. No, my brother. God is testing you because it's easy to love when it's nice. Yeah. It's easy to say I'm in love. It's bro, it's easy to say nice things when everything's good. But when the real shit happens, when you guys start fighting about fights that are there, you're just like, no, not this is the way I am. Not it's the way I am.
And Ahona, this is the way I am in a relationship.
Love changes you.
Love changes you.
Imagine dating a man who snores. It's like
can I tell you? Can I tell you? If I snore. I know I snore. And people I was gonna say slept with.
Mind.
No, I don't do that.
People you've had pillow talks with.
People that have slept in the same bed as me.
Yeah.
Have said that you snore.
Yeah.
But when it was with someone I love, they didn't tell me I snore.
Because they love you.
Just
they overlook.
Gently closed my mouth.
Yeah. But you see now that's dying to self, because that could be the most annoying thing ever, and you could be a peaceful sleeper. You could love your sleep. But when you love someone, you look beyond their flaws. You look beyond what perfect is, because then love is just loving the person's imperfections. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you are what do you call this thing? What's this word? If you are English word, but in any case, so as a person, you must be able to die to self. There's a lot of things that are not going to go your way. That's why a lot of marriages are failing, because, like I said, you expect too much from a person that you just forget. Is like university. Every season the exam.
True.
Can I please ask you guys a question, right? This is like for relationships in general.
Tembi said it's beautiful, I know. What?
Yeah. So obviously you're men, and there's a certain role that you have to play in a relationship, right? How do you guys feel about being spoiled by your woman?
As a girl.
And I'm asking, yes, as like Mosadi Yao, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, because it makes me happy to make you happy, right? Yeah. Because I'm realizing, and I go to Nyabakulumela, guys, okay? Ladies, I'm always with you, okay? I do everything for the pictures. But I feel like a lot of the time in relationships, men are put in positions where they're just giving.
And not receiving.
And not receiving, yes.
You guys are Illuminati. You're selfish, most of you guys. Bro, tell a woman.
Every time you have
tell a woman out there, bro, like, why don't you do anything for your man? His job is to provide.
Yeah.
Najo, if you are dating me, my sister, and you don't find a need or an inkling to say, I want to do something for this bro, you do not love me.
Yeah.
Why is it that I'm the only one who's supposed to give you money? What do you do with your money? Yes, I understand I'm supposed to primarily provide.
But even, I'm not even like speaking about like finances. Or
in general.
The little things. You know when they say that it's the little things that matter?
Because they think coochie is enough.
Ooh.
Some of them do.
Some
of them do.
The ones who are touched right now in the comments, typing as we speak. Those ones.
No, but also, okay. Now I look at
booty ain't enough.
It's
just ass cheeks, bro.
Unless it's
now that I got a big booty and no waist. Now you're gonna waste my time.
Yeah, but it's not the big booty.
But it's just bums. It's just bums.
Yeah, you're disrespectful, yo.
It's just crack, bro. Crack. That's what it is.
No, it's not, nigga.
Having crack, having bums and nothing waste does not mean this is all you bring to the table. Add value.
That's true, but that table goes.
Buy him curtains because Des doesn't wash his, right? So buy your man curtains.
Yeah.
Care for your man, bro. Like for his birthday, do something that he said. He's mentioned in conversation that I would love this. I've never had a birthday party before. I've never had a surprise party. If a woman can't do that for you, my brother Des, I'm telling you as a bro, a person does not love you. They are there for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah. Then do you think maybe the reason why a lot of women don't get involved in these conversations of actually like spoiling your man, taking care of him, is because of how the keyboard warrior is always like, no, as a man, he needs to do this, that, and the third. Because like I said to you guys last week, when we mentioned the whole acting like a wife as a girlfriend thing, and I said whenever that conversation comes up, I keep quiet. Because the minute...
Now I want to speak.
As a woman, I say, no, I'm going to treat my boyfriend like my husband because like... In retrospect, I am dating to marry. And so I like I said again last week, I want the
I don't want to do girlfriend duties while I'm in. But then the boyfriend is already doing husband duties while in like dog. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying with it, I find a lot of selfishness, and for me that's not how I define love. People need to go back to the drawing board and really, really, really find out what love is, because you can't say you love someone and not want to do shit for them, bro. Like it does not make sense
in the confines of a relationship. Because I think now, to your point where you were saying a lot of men are doing husband duty, not even husband duties, these are just men duties in general, you know what I'm saying? And then on the women's side, it's like, I'm not gonna do it, you're not my
I'm not gonna wash your clothes for you. Mari want me to buy you an extra eyelash,
you know what I'm saying? It's like there's no, it's like we're here and they're here. Now my thing is, right, obviously when you're in a talking stage, you're trying to court the lady, obviously you're not going to put your whole foot in, you know what I mean? But when you're in the relationship...
What foot fetish do you have?
I like them like with...
Quebec.
What? You don't... I like women with ugly toes. That's what I'm going to say. If your toes do this, you're mine.
Your toes do what? You know what? Hell yeah.
But yeah, so it's like, you know, let's meet in the middle, bro. Like, I don't know. It even gives off the whole 50-50 thing.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, you guys 50-50.
Is the man supposed to pay for every date you guys go on?
But it's 50-50, not economical.
Not courting phase. Is a man's responsibility for him to pay for every single date you'll go out?
I don't think so. I do not think so. I don't operate like that. There are women who operate like that, and that's fine. That's your prerogative, baby girl. Okay, that's cool. As for me and the woman in my head, we don't do that in this household. I like spoiling my partner.
That's your love language. Acts of service, gift giver.
Yeah, so give stuff.
50-50, guys, is very imperative. Yeah. I think because somebody else could be on a 10 this month. You must give the 90.
Especially if you want that
someone else could be
work.
Someone else could be on a 20. You have to give that 80, bro. 50-50 should be 100-100.
Yeah,
50-50 should be 100-100. For me, you go to 50-50 and 70, guys. Like, what do you mean, bro? In this economy, like, let's be real, guys. Like, we live in South Africa. This is the very same economy where unemployment rate is high. And you are saying, na 50-50 kasi khone, munna 100%, munna 100%. Even your nyash sometimes not always 100%. And I have to deal with that.
What BBL are you talking about?
Yeah.
But honestly, I've only went 50-50 with girls I didn't like. I can't lie to you.
Shit.
If you were a girl I didn't like, I went 50-50.
Why?
No, because now it's like, because you know what happened? Let me explain. This happened one time. I was supposed to meet this person. We're going on a date. Now we had this date. I'm talking to this person, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, it's not gonna work. This one.
Is it because of the conversations?
Yeah, no, it was just the conversations, chemistry-wise, it just wasn't working, right? And then at the end of the date, they bring the bill, and then she's like, so she did that thing where she's like, oh, can we go 50-50 on this? Thinking I'm gonna be like,
no.
I was never.
You played yourself.
Oh,
you played
I'm
yourself.
Like, all right, took up my calculator.
Divide into 2. End the tip.
Yeah. So, but like, I think for me, guys, and this is a weird thing for me. It's like, I am always inclined to pay for the dates, right?
It's just how you are.
Yeah,
as
it's
a person.
how I am, right? But then, for some reason, I want you to pay for the parking. Cause
I mean, fair enough.
They don't want to pay for shit. These ones.
A girl that doesn't want to offer paying for parking,
They're just
I hear that
cute. They're just
Give me
there and
something,
cute, bro.
Like she's just a girl though.
10 rand.
Nah, guys, we can't keep using that excuse, guys. You understand why I think a lot of us as black people, we're not flourishing? Because we take from each other. All we do is take. Every time the hand is open, I want. I was with the bro yesterday, bro, and we were talking about how he says he's more inclined to dating Caucasians than white girls because it's less financially straining for him. Caucasian or white girls.
Caucasian or white women.
Okay.
Yeah, he says they're less financially straining, where else our black sisters are always, and it's okay to be verbal and very vocal about what you want as a woman, but majority of black women are not easy to date because everything is about hand out. That time we all live in a shack back home in the Kasi. You know my situation, but it's like, am I your financial breakthrough? Am I the prayer that you've been waiting for? Bro, you got family, you got parents who are supposed to be taking care of you.
Hey, looking.
So it's also a widespread conversation with you. Why is it that there's nothing wrong with our black sisters saying they want what they want, but why is it that that's the number one thing when we are cognitively wise, we know very well what country we live in. We know very well, Bato Abaspane, dog. You know Tabo from the corner, he doesn't work. He's always out there hustling. But as soon as you told so for my is it because a lot of women are incompetent or they're just naive to what reality of life is like? Because my sister, guys.
I think also
taxi fare, Uber, 100% if not 50-50, Manala, in the date, holidays, vacation, birthdays, anniversaries, 1 week, 1 month, 6 months, 6.5 months. Oh, we survived. We saw 16th July this year, anniversary, I celebrate it. You also, don't buy me flowers.
Actually, wait, before that, I'm so offended that none of you have asked me to be your Nelson Mandela for Nelson Mandela.
What the hell does that even mean, bro?
You guys hate me. Anyway,
what does what be my
we
Mandela?
love Mandela more.
Fine. You didn't ask me to be your human rights.
What?
Who rights day.
Hey,
you better ask me on Heritage Day if I can
to be your heritage.
Please,
so he was saying that, bro, like I feel comfortable and I can feel more like myself. I don't have those financial pressures. And the thing is, that's what they vocalize the most and say black hands just love money, bro. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Everyone likes money. Mara guys, why? Okay, as black ladies, go date white men because they have the money that you want from us. We don't have.
Oh, we want black men.
No, the black men are broke. They're poor. They're depressed. You guys don't want to talk to them. How's Reto? I get 150 Uber. Like our parents used to walk. They used to walk.
Ice cream dates in the street, nigga.
Milkshake by the time you arrive there. It's already melted.
Some girl I was speaking to told me that and like going out for ice cream is not a date. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, but you see why people don't want to date black women?
I think a date, people misuse the word date, right? Date is when two people come together in a shared space to talk and get to know each other. That is what a date is.
Mainly talking.
Mainly talking or just spending that time together. It doesn't matter where. A walk could be a date. Ice cream could be a date. Going to McDonald's is a date. You're in a shared space and you're having a conversation. But now we have put a glorification on certain dates and took away the actual value of it. Going to tempo is now the date.
It's all about status now.
You know what I'm saying? Going to a fancy restaurant where I pick you up, that is a date.
Even with like flowers, there are certain bouquets of flowers where people will actually be like, yeah, now
these are flowers.
This is a bouquet. Versus if someone maybe Oyako
Joe, I would rather take
checkers. I'm
bro.
sorry.
If a bouquet,
at least 120.
Willis Flowers last. I would know. They do. Yeah. But I wanted to say something. Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, so it's just like and this is something white people have down, right? Now, white people, if you see them, I've seen so many white couples where even just the way the bro is dressing doesn't affect the girl. You see them shorts with claps.
Yeah.
She's there, oh my
like
God.
His dick is actually hanging out. Yeah.
What? We as black folks, we don't have our priorities straight.
We don't have our priorities straight.
And that's why a lot of black households and the black community in general does not seem to be able to grow, because this spills out to the way we do business. Everything has to be transactional. Everything has to be about status. What do you have? What do you not have? Yeah. It's like we bring each other down. The reason why Jews are running the biggest square mile in Africa, because they work together. You see, Indians, they all live in that one room by 12. They support each other. But I'm saying that there's a conversation that we need to have as black people in South Africa in terms of how we see each other, how we treat each other, and why we don't seem to be growing. Instead, we are always there to just pull each other down.
Can I even give a perfect example, bro? Have you ever been to a white club and a black club? White people clubs, they are all
beer
wearing
only.
Jeans,
Drinking beer.
Marik
is there drinking, Brandon Coke, Marik.
No section.
I've never seen sparkles at a white club.
Sparklers at a white club, nigga. Go to a black club. They already tell you from the door, your dress code is this.
It's this.
There's a certain level of baddies that you need to have. You can't sit here unless you pop this much. Glorifiers to make you look like you're the guy.
Yeah.
Bringing girls from different just that alone is so distinguished, right? That we've placed this thing on, I'm going to use the word flash, from roses to the type of dates you go on to
the type of places. And can I tell you something? Black people can't afford most of the things they do.
You're breaking the bank, to impress the people that you're
black
into.
People cannot afford most of the things they do. We
but
turn
also,
places.
Date people that are in your tax bracket.
But most of those people are older than you, and you don't want that. You want someone that's as young as me with the bank account of a 40-year-old.
Over 40-year-old.
Are we talking about me right now for real? Okay. I'm just double checking because you was getting personal.
I'm just looking at you.
It's a sad reality. Now I get sad now because it's like it's a reality of South Africans, and sometimes and nothing is gonna change unless we change the way we think. And sometimes we also just like part of the wave. We're just going with the flow. Like, okay, for me to prove my worth to this girl, I must buy her an Istrope. I must buy a Hennessy because that's what she's demanding from me. So now basically I'm buying for you to like me. When the money runs out, hence this high divorce rate amongst black people. I'm not saying white people don't divorce. They divorce because they've got money problems.
Or they kill each other.
White people have affairs. We cheat.
You know what? Yes, you're right. Yes, you're
White people have affairs.
You are right.
White people have affairs.
That's what you call home affairs.
I can't lie.
Stamp of approval. So it's a very sad conversation because we us even as generations, we are teaching the next generation. No, guys, if you ain't dressed like this, you ain't shit for me. White people will be out here wearing Ackermans, wearing that same K-Way jersey since he wore, and he's farming boots there, but he's driving a Suzuki with a V8 engine power, their own land, their kids are going to good schools.
And they have money.
Diving the Hilux.
They have money. A black girl will tell you, oh, una green bottle, oh, una black label. Marik is there opening that thing like, baby.
Then Coke.
Yeah, take it so.
And you see they have 3 kids in the background.
Do you guys think we'll ever get it right though, as black people?
May I say the dating pool is wide open. We live in a generation where interracial relationships are a thing. If Mjolo Botakwa Unisa, explore. Go date a Shandi Kali. Yeah, talk here together. I'll talk there.
Guys, if you're in a marriage, are you allowed to go through your partner's phone?
Yeah.
Keyword. Wait. Keyword. Keyword is your.
Yeah?
Keyword is your.
Your partner.
It's your phone.
How? Much?
How? When you said, are you allowed to go through your partner's phone? The keyword there is your.
Also, it's also yours.
It's not your phone.
What's mine is yours. What's yours is mine.
It's not a public phone. I said telco me. This is a private phone.
I want to see what's inside.
What do you want to see?
Morning after pill, sex, pregnancy.
Why?
I love you.
I love you.
Search back or WhatsApp.
You guys just don't want to be happy, bro. You want a perfect human being.
You're
It doesn't
right.
make sense. So like,
right.
just leave it alone,
looking
bro.
for those things.
Go through your partner's phone, then you'll know.
Just don't do
only
it.
one?
Just don't do it. I mean, if my partner wants to go through my phone, I'll tell you to go. But if you come back with feedback about things that you didn't like in there, That's a you problem. You asked for that problem. You asked to see what's in there.
The view answers.
I mean, I don't have anything to hide, but if you want to see, go ahead, my sister.
You know what else we asked? If you guys could please subscribe, comment, share, like, and don't forget to switch on your notification bells to know when we have posted. We will continue this conversation because clearly Prince has a shitload to say.
No,
And this is Up Close signing out. We love you so much. Bye.
We need a part 2. Anchor right.
We will have a part 2.
Anchor right.
I like this.
Anchor right.